What's up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. This is a vlog. Shout out to Natai for commenting on my Instagram story. If you're not following my Instagram, WYD baby, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Link down below. So I asked on my stories what YouTube video I should film next, and my friend Natai gave me the idea to talk about step by step how I set up my business. So this cannot be done in one video, much less a vlog, but I will do my best to just orate and just give you guys the rundown just because I want to and I love that idea. And I'll do a more in-depth video another time. So basically, I started my business like 4 years ago. And it started with this YouTube channel, actually. And my mission and my aim was to help people spiritually, to heal them from trauma, as I had done for myself. And so I dove into, throughout my past videos, like multiple subjects, like how to heal heartbreak, how to, basically all types of self-mastery. So how to get on top of your mind, how to understand that you are the soul, not the body, how to connect with God, all these things. And so that was my aim, that was my goal. And then I did one-on-one coaching like 4 years ago, or 4 years ago, very briefly, on these topics. It burnt me out. And I realized that there was this whole world of online business that I could go into. So then I started working with brands and managing brands. I actually became a brand manager. And I started working with different brands and setting up like other people's businesses. So my YouTube channel took like a back seat, kind of. And also this was around the time that I got braces. So I was like, I was insecure about like how I looked. So I was like, I'm just not going to film as much, and I'm just going to, spend time working and developing. So I worked with brands. I learned the ins and outs of online business and like how one should kind of, capitalize on their personal story in order to basically sell a transformation, And so I worked with like different brands, like clothing brands. I worked with a bikini brand in LA. I worked with a brand that helped to like startup influencers, businesses. It was basically like a marketing agency. I worked with a brand that helped models build their businesses and brands. So that's what I was doing for like a very long time. Then I wanted to, now that I had that skill set, I wanted to do it personally. So I opened up an LLC. I did that for a while, and like on my own, and I didn't tell anybody about it. And then I was like, you want to know what? I'm going to capitalize on myself. Like, I'm going to invest in myself. So I opened up like 4 or 5 different Instagram accounts. They're all there still. I like went crazy with branding, and I like each idea basically that I had, I was like, this needs an Instagram account, And then I opened up like just different accounts on every social media platform. So I took one username and I would make an Instagram for it, a TikTok for it, a Twitter for it, and a YouTube channel for it. And I was obsessed with this idea of like cross niche branding. I was like, okay, I'm so many niches, I can't niche down, and I don't know that I want to combine all of them. Let me just separate them. That's what I did. That was the reasoning behind that. It still is lucrative, you know what I mean? And my like ideas and I just wanted a home for my ideas, And so over time, as I gained more knowledge about like Web3 and like the creator space, I realized that I wanted to dive full force into business. I'm taking my idea of being a coach and coaching others towards how they could become a coach as well. So basically it's like I wanted to take my personal passion of healing people with their personal trauma and make that a business. Then I also wanted to make coaching a business and teach people how to become a coach, because I knew how to do that. Then I wanted to teach people how to manage brands, because I knew how to do that as well, and how to basically like do well in online business. And then I also liked modeling and like music and stuff like that, and that was like my like other thing. So I've basically done it all, you know what I mean? And I kind of know what is lucrative and what is not lucrative. And so that is why I will never listen to somebody who has not explored online business whatsoever and who has not tapped into passive income. And I will never listen to anyone's opinion on like anything that I personally do, because like, you don't know me, you don't know my story, you don't know what I know, you are irrelevant, and so is your opinion, So like, that's just how I live. And it's worked wonders for me. It's allowed for me to tap into using my mind in different ways, So like, no longer do I see myself as just like one person, but rather I see myself as, like an ever-changing being that can literally learn anything she wants. I've built websites, I've coded things, I've done no-code startups as well. I've collaborated with like insane people that are like insane entrepreneurs, and I just like understand, or I'm more so understanding how online business works. So instead of just seeing myself as like this one person that, you know, can only do one thing or has one niche, I got to see myself from so many different angles and perspectives, you know, and like I can at any point in my life, if I want to, dive into each of these business ideas and explode them, you know, which I think is so cool. Because like you have your mind wherever you go, you have your skill sets wherever you go, you have your businesses with you wherever you go, especially if they're no cost startups or if they are low inventory or no inventory startups, right? So that's what I love about online business. That's what I love about the creator economy. And that's what I love about Web3. My next venture is crypto. That's my next like field that I really want to conquer, and so that is what I love to study so much, and so much of my energy goes into studying and creating. I would say those are the two things that I like do the most, you know. And I would love to say that I could be this like beauty blogger or this like beauty person and stuff, but and maybe I could, you know, but I just have not gone fully that route yet. But you know, my main thing is that I want to feel that I have purpose in anything that I do, and it has to be helping people, touching people's lives in some way, through sharing knowledge that I have. Like that is my main goal. Education is the largest market. It's the most lucrative market, and it has been forever. And it's also the most important market, because if you teach somebody to fish, they can fish, but if you just hand them fish, they still don't have the skill set, you know what I mean? um so and part of the reason why I love also you know, just giving you guys messages through this particular channel. I have many YouTube channels, but through this channel is because you know, I'm reaching you, I'm helping you, I'm giving you comfort, you know, and to me that is priceless. And to me it is educational because it's growing you, it's growing your spirit, you know, it's growing your soul. It is spirituality education. And so and more than any of that, you know, it is expression and it's authenticity, you know. And so my gratitude like cannot be expressed enough to how receptive this YouTube community has been for the messages that I can give. So that's a little bit about online business and my like extended online business. I love it, adore it, I fiend for it. I am extremely passionate about online business. I just think that we live in such a revolutionary time and it's only getting bigger and more advanced. And I encourage anybody and everybody to start a business. If you don't have a business and if you want an online business, I want to tell you that you can sell anything, literally. You can sell any crazy idea that you have. You can sell digital real estate, you can sell Instagram ads, you can sell Instagram space on your theme page, like you can sell anything. You can sell a Twitter feature. Like it's just so insane how the digital landscape has evolved over time. And so, you know, that's my main passion, is helping people grow their digital businesses, start and grow their digital businesses, and helping people turn into coaches and like teachers and you know, innovators, elevators, right? Dream chasers, right? Like that is my goal, to ultimately change and transform the global digital landscape. Like personally, I believe that there are kids that are starving in third world countries that do not need to be starving, because there's enough money globally, you know, that does not need to happen. Like there's enough money to be allocated, and if we just had the proper systems in place here first, right? Compassion first, self-awareness first, a higher consciousness first, then we could create money systems. Oh my gosh, someone's calling me. We can create money systems that reflect that state of higher consciousness. And so we won't need to you know, rely on third parties for you know, for anything, for essentially being able to access our assets, you know. There will be no third party money control whatsoever. And so we will have freedom as much as possible, personal. Because what does freedom mean? Freedom is so subjective. Even freedom is not free, because when you are free in any way, you want to be attached to something. This is like human nature, and it's also the balance of the universe, right? So, you know, freedom should be controlled as well. So we just will have the right global control, not the wrong type of global control, meaning not imbalanced global control, or not powers in place that are predatory. Okay, that's my vision for the future. What is happening right now, the future does not exist. That's my vision for this earth, new earth, our current earth, right? And so it will happen. It will happen. And this is what I'm passionate about. I believe that there are kids that, like I said, are starving, that if they just had a little bit of business education, online business education, and they could access the internet from a device, then they would be able to start something up and have passive income coming through. And this is the type of education we need to be fostering in our school systems. We don't need to be learning about history, because history does not need to repeat itself. That's the freaking point. Okay. The only reason why we are indoctrinated to learn about history that has happened is because we are being primed. That's a whole different story, to just kind of expect certain things to happen again. Why? I don't understand that whatsoever. We are writers of history. We are writers of the current moment, right? And so, like, how has that ever helped you? It's just a waste of time, waste of information, waste of headspace. It's a waste. And I don't like waste. I also don't like wasting time, which is why I like passive income for myself and anyone around me. And I like passive income for people in third world countries. And I like other countries coming in and helping to provide infrastructure that is so desperately needed in these countries that have none. I used to say to my parents that I will not have kids until I can help as many kids as I can, because like there's a need. It's kind of like how do I explain it? It's like if you have a ditch or like a well or like a hole, and you're like building like a skyscraper like next to it. It's just, does that make sense to you? Like, instead of leveling out the ground, why are we attempting to? There's just a lot of resources and money wasted. Even in like pop culture, like we can talk about this, like even in pop culture and in like popular music culture, do you know how much some of these concerts cost to manufacture and like create? We could take all that money and like build a school with the right educational information, with the right education system in a third world country that can grow and educate and benefit like hundreds of girls, right? And turn them into entrepreneurs who can then teach their families. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, I just cannot get behind waste. I can't get behind waste, in any way. And so, that's just like my personal philosophy. And I try to practice it in my own life as much as I can. Anytime I buy new clothes, I donate clothes. Like, I like to have like a flow, with like the way that I live. And I have not talked about this before. Maybe I should. But yeah, since we're on the topic of online business and the way that I started up my businesses, it was through curiosity. It was through dedication. I never gave up. I still will never give up. It's in my blood. And it's something that I love. I absolutely love business. I love the giving and receiving of goods or commerce or services. Like, I absolutely love it so much. I believe that we live in such a revolutionary time, like I said, and there's never been a better time to do business. There's never been an easier way to do business or to make money than exists today. So if you guys want specificities on exactly how I set up different funnels and how I learned to code and how I can make a video on that as well. But ultimately, what I learned that is like the most important takeaway from any of this, if there's one thing that you need to take away from this video, is that you can learn how to do anything that you want. Like, our brains are so malleable. They can be shaped and formed. That's why you can get rid of any chemical imbalance, naturally, because our brains are always like evolving. They're always changing. My personal story is that I had really bad depression, OCD, PTSD, and anxiety. And I took I've just taken no medication, like, ever. And I healed all of it. Sometimes if I do still have like, just like flare-ups and stuff like that. And it's just an ode to me not managing my mind. Mental fitness is a thing. Like, just the way we work out and we manage our bodies, we should be managing our mind and our overall health and well-being, right? And everything is spiritual. Everything is connected. So to heal the mind is a mission in and of itself, and it can be done through meditation and eating well and having a right inner and outer environment and all these things. But people don't want to hear that because it takes effort, and people are lazy, inherently speaking, myself included. And so it is work. it does take work to heal the mind, and to actually like tap into the brain and like expand it. You know, it could be expanded, it could be grown. You know, we can have gray matter that grows and develops through forming of new synapses that happen all the time when we learn new information or really understand something within our soul. Okay. So if there's one thing that business taught me, it's that we can learn how to do anything. We are 1717 on my timer. We are not helpless in any regard at all. Human beings are God in the flesh. We have the ability to really do anything and create any amount of change that we want. And ultimately, we are healers, we are protectors naturally. And so we must come back to who we are originally and naturally and express that fully. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite part was. Like this video for more. Thank you so much, Natai. Shout out for your comment. If you guys are not following my Instagram, it is linked down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here and for watching. And I'll talk to you in the next one.